Hello, today I'm going to share with you 4 licks that I really like to play, and you can use these licks for situations when you're playing high praise, or when you're playing behind a preacher, or when you're playing even in a minor key. So we're going to do this in the key of F minor. Okay? And again, you can use this in the situation of playing behind a preacher or playing high praise chords, okay? Now, let me give you the first lick that I like to do. And it's somewhat of a jazzy lick, and it sounds like this. Okay, again. Okay, that's the first lick. And the notes are, okay, I'm playing C, A flat, E natural, G natural, G flat, and then F. Okay, so again. Alright, and if I keep going. C, B flat, E flat, C, A flat, F. So when I put it together, like that, okay? So again, all right, okay. Okay, so that's my first lick. Now, the next lick is this right here. Alright, let me break that down for you. Now what I'm doing is really a pattern, and I'm doing the same pattern, just going down in octaves. Now this is what I'm doing. I'm starting on B flat, okay, and then A flat, G, F, E natural, back up to G, then F. Okay? So again. Alright, once more. B flat, A flat, G, F, E, G, and then F. Okay? And then if we keep going. Alright, similar to the other lick. Then C, B flat, E flat, C, A flat, F. Okay? And then once you get to the F, you actually start over and do the exact same thing. So from this F, we go to B flat, and then do the same thing again. And then we can keep doing the same thing again. Okay, so once more. Okay, so again. Alright, that's the lick. So you can do that one as well. Alright, let me show you a third lick that I like to play. And this is a very common lick. This is called minor pentatonic. It's actually a scale. And it sounds like this. Okay, that's very common. Okay, that's descending. This is ascending. Okay, that's minor pentatonic. And what makes it a minor pentatonic is when you play the first scale tone, the flat 3, the 4, the 5, the flat 7, and then the 1 again. So again, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and 1, okay? Okay, now one thing that's really important is that you have a fingering that will allow you to play it quickly and accurately. Now the fingering that I'm using, this is just one fingering. There's several ways to do it. But what I'm doing is I'm playing this F with my third finger, and then E flat with my second finger, and then C with the thumb or the first finger, and then I cross over like this. And then go to the B flat with the third finger again. And then A flat, second finger, and then F with the thumb or the first finger. And then that way you can keep going. Then we cross over. So from the thumb we go to the third finger on the E flat, thumb again on the C, and then we keep crossing over. Okay, it feels a little awkward when you first try to do that, but as you keep practicing on it, it gets a little easier. Okay, so that's one lick that you can do. That's the minor pentatonic. The 1, flat 3, 4, 5, and flat 7. And then a variation of the minor pentatonic is the blues scale. And it's very similar to the minor pentatonic. Only difference is you add one additional note, which is this note here, which is the flat 5. So we're going to play 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, and back to the 1 again. Okay? So that sounds like this. Okay, minor pentatonic was this. But when we put the B natural in there, it sounds like this. Okay? Okay, now that is very common when you're playing this type of music. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can combine all 4 of these licks that I just showed you. Okay, let me give you the fingering for the blues scale. This is called the blues scale again, and let's start with the thumb. Now you also can start with the 4th finger, but I'm going to start with the thumb for demonstration purposes. So we're going to start with the thumb on the F, 3rd finger on the E flat, 2nd finger on the C, thumb or 1st finger on the B natural, cross over, 3rd finger on the B flat, 2nd finger on the A flat, 1st finger or thumb on the F, okay? And so an easy way to think about it is you cross over to your 3rd finger, and then you're going to play F and B natural with your 1st finger or your thumb. Okay, if you think about that, remember that my thumb is going to hit F and my thumb is going to hit B natural, and I'm going to cross over to my 3rd finger when it's time to cross over. Okay, so slowly it would be like this: thumb on F, cross over on the 3rd, thumb on B, cross over on the 3rd, thumb on F, cross over on the 3rd, thumb on B, cross over on the 3rd, and you keep moving like that. And you can do the same thing ascending as you do descending. And if you do it like that, you can do it quickly. Sometimes I'll start the lick out with my 4th finger, but you can start it with your 1st finger as well. Okay, now let me show you how you can put all of this together. Alright, one thing that I like to do is start with the first lick that I showed you. Okay, which would be this. Okay, let me do it again. Alright, and then we can throw this in there with it. All together. Okay? So those licks together so once more, I'm starting with the first lick, second lick, and then we're going to go ahead and switch to the blues scale on the end of it. Okay, so that gives you a nice combination of all those licks together. So once more.